In a previous video, we talked about different ways that you can help adults on the autism spectrum. In this video, I want to talk about why that's so important to me. Because as it is, autism awareness is kind of leaving us behind. More often than not, we find ourselves being spoken over instead of spoken to, or just left out of the discussion entirely. I'd like to change the face of autism awareness, and I need your help. Every time a post about autism awareness mentions exclusively children, it makes it sound like autism is a kid's problem and that you can grow out of it, but that's just not true. Please stop leaving us out of the conversation. Stop talking over us. Stop talking around us and talk to us. See, autism awareness is a two-part issue. Number one, how the public should interact with autistic people, and two, how autistic people should interact in public. Don't neglect teaching us the important lessons. Don't just assume we're incapable of learning or that we're not listening. If we don't catch on to what you're trying to teach us, try teaching a different way. Try teaching in a hands-on approach. Try teaching with real-world significance. Teach your teenagers and your young adults how to become successful, thriving adults. Don't neglect to teach your adults about finances, how to apply for a credit card, what to do if you're declined, what are our options, what are our options when it seems like there are no options, how to enroll in higher education if we should choose to do that. Teach us about student loans and all this business. I have no experience with trying to go to college, so I can't really help you there. Also, acknowledge that not everybody wants to go to college. Definitely encourage it, but don't force it. It's not for everybody. It is easier to access now that there's online courses. That wasn't something that was available back when I was leaving high school, so I don't know if I would have even gone for it either way. Teach them how to apply for a job. What's the application process like? How do you get past that dreaded personality test that's designed to weed out people like us? How to do an interview, what to wear, how to behave, how to Superman pose, how to look confident when you're not confident. Likewise, employers need more awareness because they should be understanding that the face of professionalism means different things to different people. And maybe autistic people, while they may not be chatty and smiley all the time, they have skills that are valuable that other people may not have. I used to work in an amusement park and I could hear when one of the track switches was going out long before anyone else could, and I could report that and they could fix it or not fix it. Most of the time they didn't believe me, so they didn't really act on it, but then lo and behold, it would break. Sex education. This is a big one, okay? Abstinence only is bullshit, all right? You need to teach about protection, about consent, about implied consent, and the implied revocation of consent. Because a lot of this is done with silent, subtle, nonverbal cues that we don't understand, okay? Empower your young adults to understand what they're getting themselves into, what to look out for. Be clear about their intentions. If they're not interested in sex, they should be empowered to say no. It's okay to have a date that does not result in sex. It's also okay to have a date that does result in sex, if that's what you choose. They need to understand to take no for an answer. Likewise, other people should be more aware of the autism side of this, where we might not understand that your subtle no is a no. So you have to be direct, be assertive, say no. Also, apparently there's this handy app on your phone now called Legal Fling, where you can like sign a little consent form that says, yes, this is consensual, and I don't know, go for it, I guess. And my final point here, teach us what to do in a police interaction situation. Yes, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Keep your hands visible. We with the autism tend to stick our hands in our pockets when we're nervous. Don't do that with the police. We with the autism tend to flee when we feel uncomfortable. Don't do that with the police. We with the autism tend to be defensive and try to explain ourselves and over-explain and have way too much detail that sounds really rehearsed. Don't do that with the police. Remain silent until you are asked a question. Say yes, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Likewise, police officers should be trained in how to handle people with autism. That we tend to be incredibly nervous, incredibly emotional, and we may behave erratically without even realizing it. So simmer down a little. I know it's a tense situation, but better training with the police and better explanation to your adults and your young adults on how to behave if they're pulled over or being questioned by police. These are very important things that we're not being given because maybe people just think, oh, they can't learn. If your teaching method isn't working, try a different method. I need to stress that autism, it's not cute, okay? A lot of people have this thing where, autistic kids, little boys with their wide eyes and their weird little stims, It's not cute when you're an adult. We're not superheroes with superpowers. Many of us suck at math. Many of us suck at crossword puzzles. Sorry. Autism comes with many co-disorders. ADD, ADHD, OCD, the whole alphabet, dyslexia, hyperlexia, speech impediment, speech impairment, visual impairment, prosopagnosia, which is another video I will have for you. Trust me, that's a good one. High amounts of stress can lead to physical, painful effects in the body. Many of us develop heart and lung situations, digestive problems, nerve and joint problems, bad teeth, hair falling out. A panic attack is a full body painful experience. I get those on a near daily basis. The reason why it might seem like some of us overreact in certain situations, like rude customers and such, is because physical pain is being inflicted on us and we are reacting to the pain. I don't know what to compare that to, but imagine if it was totally okay for someone to just keep slapping you upside the head because you got their order wrong and you're not allowed to just block it. Okay? We're trying to block something that you can't see. It's a physical assault on our entire bodies. Maybe not everybody gets that, but we do. It ain't cute. Stop leaving us out of the conversation. Stop talking over us. Stop talking around us. Talk to us. Stop making decisions about us without talking to us. Apparently, now people are trying to take away the puzzle piece that symbolizes autism because apparently it represents a problem that needs to be solved. I have never found an actually autistic person that complained about the puzzle piece. Only people that are offended on our behalf. Let me tell you what the puzzle piece means to me, okay? When I found out 3 years ago, I started thinking back on my entire life, and everything started to make sense. Why I behaved this way, why I said this, why I reacted this way when this guy did that thing. And it was like all of the pieces started to fit together, like a puzzle. That's what it means to us. It's not a problem that needs to be solved. It's the perfect representation of what it is to be autistic. Don't take that away from us. Don't make it something it's not. Include us in the conversation. Include us, the adults, in the autism awareness. It's time to change the face of autism awareness, and we need your help. Thank you.